Hi, boys and girls. It's Miss Reynolds with B.O.R.E.D. Better Off Reading Every Day. Today is New Year's Eve. Yes, the 30th. And I wanted to come to you with two books about something that I think you might want to do. I don't know, when the new year gets here, put it on your list, check it twice, show up at the library, borrow some books, have some extra books around to read when you're home and not necessarily doing anything. Or you just want to have a little bit of fun and take an adventure in a book. You get them from the library. That's where I always go. That's why it says librarian parking only. Violators will be silenced. Shh. So, we have Corduroy Goes to the Library, based on the character created by Don Freeman. And we have Peppa Pig, my first storybook, Peppa Goes to the Library. All right. Peppa and George are tucked up in bed, and Mummy Pig is reading them a story about a red monkey. Oh, sighs Peppa, we always have this story. It's boring. Can I choose another one? Peppa looks on the shelf and finds a new book. The Wonderful World of Concrete, reads Mummy Pig. Daddy, is this yours? Oh, gasped Daddy Pig, I borrowed that from the library a long time ago. In the morning, we'll go to the library, says Mummy Pig, but now it's bedtime. Please read your book to us, Daddy, says Peppa. Daddy Pig reads, but everyone falls asleep. Snore, snore. It is morning, and Peppa and her family are driving to the library. What's a library, Daddy, says Peppa. Asks Peppa. It's a place you borrow books from, says Daddy Pig. Peppa, George, Mummy, and Daddy Pig have arrived at the library. What a lot of books, shouts Peppa. Shh, whispers Daddy Pig. You must be quiet in the library. People are reading. Mummy Pig returns the books. Beep, boop, beep, boop. The computer says Daddy Pig's book is very late. You've had this book out for 10 years, says Miss Rabbit. Naughty Daddy, whispers Peppa. It's time for everyone to choose their books. Dinosaur roar, cries George, choosing a book about dinosaurs. Peppa chooses 3 books for herself, and Daddy Pig finds another one about concrete. You must remember to bring your book back, says Miss Rabbit. I'll make sure Daddy remembers, says Peppa. Yes, Peppa, adds Daddy Pig. I'm sure you will. So good, you get to read it twice. Peppa Pig, my first storybook, Peppa Goes to the Library. Peppa and George are tucked up in bed, and Mummy Pig is reading them a story about a red monkey. Oh, sighs Peppa, we always have this story. It's boring. Can I choose another one? Did she say boring? Does she mean bored with Miss Reynolds, better off reading every day? Oh, Peppa, you flatter me. Peppa looks on the shelf and finds a new book. The Wonderful World of Concrete, reads Mummy Pig. Daddy, is this yours? Oh, gasped Daddy Pig. I borrowed that from the library a long time ago. I wonder how long. In the morning, we'll go to the library, says Mummy Pig. But now it's bedtime. Please read your book to us, Daddy, says Peppa. Daddy Pig reads, but everyone falls asleep. Snore, snore. It is morning, and Peppa and her family are driving to the library. What's a library, Daddy? Asked Peppa. It's a place where you borrow books from, says Daddy Pig. I love trips to the library, especially family trips to the library. And my kids will tell you, I volunteer to take them to the library once a week if they need to go. Peppa, George, Mommy, and Daddy Pig have arrived at the library. What a lot of books, shouts Peppa. Shh, whispers Daddy Pig. You must be quiet in the library. People are reading. Boys and girls, I bet you know, or you didn't know, that the library is one of my favorite places in the world. Absolute favorite. Mummy Pig returns the books. Beep, boo, beep, boo. The computer says Daddy Pig's book is very late. You've had this book out for 10 years, says Miss Rabbit. Naughty Daddy, whispers Peppa. 10 years. I wonder what the fine is on that. It's time for everyone to choose their books. Dinosaur, roar, cries George, choosing a book about dinosaurs. Peppa chooses 3 books for herself, and Daddy Pig finds another one about, you guessed it, concrete. You must remember to bring your book back, says Miss Rabbit. I'll make sure Daddy remembers, says Peppa. Yes, Peppa, adds Daddy Pig. I'm sure you will. The end of Peppa Pig, my first storybook, Peppa Goes to the Library. Boys and girls, I do not own the rights to this book that I'm reading to you, but I do love storytelling magic. And the magic of this book is that the family went to the library together to take out books. And Peppa loved the library. Yes, she did. She looks to me like she's going to take out books on a regular basis. That Peppa girl. Corduroy goes to the library. And this is a lift the flap book. Today is Corduroy's favorite day of the week because today is the day he goes to the library. But first, he must find the 3 books he needs to return. Now, where could they be? Under the pillow. There's one. Under the sheets. Nope, that's a stuffed animal. On the floor? Nope, that's a truck. There's one under the mat. Yep. In the laundry basket? Nope. In the drawer? Nope, that's socks. In the other drawer? I think I see a book in there. Lift the flap book. It's raining outside, so Corduroy wears his boots, his raincoat, and hat. He listens to the sound of the raindrops on his umbrella. Don't get your books wet, Corduroy. Baby carriage. Umbrella. Other umbrella. In the window. so many cute things to look at in this Lift the Flap book. Corduroy returns the books he borrowed. Down the chute they go. The library is a busy place and there are many things to do. Should Corduroy read a book in a cozy chair? Should he look at a magazine or play on the computer? It's almost time for story hour, so Corduroy heads to the children's section. Today the librarian is reading books about farms. After the stories, everyone makes animal masks. Corduroy pretends to be a cow. Moo moo! Next week we'll play a game called Who Am I? Says the librarian. Come dressed as your favorite character from a book. Everyone will try to guess who it is. There are all the flaps lifted. Before Corduroy leaves the library, he wants to pick some new books to take home. There are so many to choose from. Finally, Corduroy finds these books he likes. He takes them to the librarian and gives her his library card. She stamps the books with the date. They are due back. Good choices, Corduroy. There's the books he's taken out. Those are all the books he's taken out. All week long, Corduroy and his friends work on their book character costumes. Who do you think Corduroy will be? Finally, it's library day again. Can you guess who Corduroy is? The end, boys and girls, of Corduroy Goes to the Library. Boys and girls, I chose these two books, as I told you in the beginning, because right now we are on school break for the holidays, and I wanted you guys to get in a little bit of library time. In most places, the libraries are open except for the major holidays. So you can definitely go and pick yourself up a couple of books that you would enjoy reading during cozy time at home or at the park or anywhere you are. There is no bad place to read. There's only good places to read. So take a trip to the library and use up that library card during this long break of ours. Now, for the best part. What's the best part, you say? Let's get closer. This is the best part. This is the best part right here. These are my friends that have joined me today. We have Peppa Pig, Peppa, and we have Corduroy. Now, Corduroy's fresh from my bed because he sleeps in the bed with me. Shh, don't our secret. I love Corduroy so much that he stays with me in the bed. Yes, he does. He is my snuggle partner. No, I'm not always reading when I'm snuggling. Sometimes I'm watching TV. I don't really eat in bed. Sometimes I'm just relaxing. Sometimes I'm crocheting. Sometimes I'm sewing. Sometimes I'm just trying to fall asleep. And who's there with me? Corduroy. You guessed it. He's been my favorite for a long time. And I've read a lot of Corduroy books to you guys. I have. Say hi, Corduroy. So, my books are here. Peppa Pig and Corduroy. Both books about going to the where? The library. I hope you get to take a trip to the library during this break and pick out something that you really, really love or, kind of like. Sometimes you have to read it to see if you like it or if you love it. Whatever the case is, I hope that you are getting to the library. Librarian parking only. And when you're there, I hope you are using your library voices, which is very low, shh, and very quiet. Because why? There are people at the library reading, and we never want to disturb people when they're reading, right? I know you don't want to be disturbed when you're reading. Me? What about you? Corduroy says he doesn't like to be disturbed when he's reading. And Peppa? She says the same. So, it is Miss Reynolds with B.O.R.E.D, Better Off Reading Every Day. It has been our pleasure to bring these two books to you and to say, boys and girls, happy reading and better off reading every day. Bye.